Okay, Lactose. Hold very still. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, where are you going? It's fun. Lactose, spit it out now. I don't know about you, but I think the doctor did it. You know what, Lactose? I think you're my bestest friend ever. Lactose? Don't worry. I'm coming for you. Oh, perfect. Greetings, fellow Minecraftians. My name is Jestix, and welcome to episode number 3 here on the Channel 64 SMP server. And it must be intro time because a thunderstorm has just started. But never mind. We have got so much that we need to cram into this episode. Now, I've had a dream, a premonition, if you will. So, the main build for today's episode is going to be setting up our base of operations in the end to scour the void in the hope that we can finally find our Lactose. So, between episodes, I have been very busy gathering resources, which has been a little bit of a pain, but made a little bit easier because of this. Now, inside the cave, where you remember last episode, we built this pitiful dripstone farm, and I said that the plan was going to be to build lots of little sort of tiny farms inside this cave. Now, I told Loki that, and Loki has built, if we come down here, a stone and basalt generator, which is fantastic because we are going to need so many resources for today's build. I say today's build, it's not going to be the only build we do. Let's go back outside and I'll tell you why. Okay, back outside, and it stopped raining, thank goodness. So, flashback to last episode, number 2. You remember we built this Tarik and we built this cave, and then Tarik so generously, so wonderfully built us this fantastic bonsai tree. And I love it to bits. I said it last episode, I will say it again, I will keep saying it. But I have been racking my brains on how we can thank Tarik for this wonderful build. So I thought we could build Tarik a little something of our own. So I've got a few bits and bobs. Let's go over to Tarik's and let's return the favour. Just for finishing touches, some headlights on the front, and we're all done. It's a tractor. It's a little bit big, which is why I've built it far away. Because if things are far away, they look smaller. That's science. But yeah, it's just your traditional big red tractor. We've got the grill on the front with the banner and the headlights I've just added there. Little wheel at the front. Big wheel at the back with the iron trapdoor in the middle. Just use redstone blocks in the middle just to lift them up. It would be nice if we could do that anyway, but hey ho. And then round the back, we've got the number plate, Tarik 1, and the headlights there. And then there's a little ladder that runs up so we can sit in the seat and do all our tractoring. So yeah, a bit big, built it far away. How's he gonna find it? Well, I've got an idea. There we go. Piece of cake. So he can follow that and find the tractor and be delighted, I'm sure, having to pick up all of them snaps. But anyway, on to the next port of call. We need to get back to our boat and start collecting up our resources for our trip to the end. What is that? This may be the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me on the server. Have we been cursed? This seems wrong. I don't know. Dark arts. This place is riddled with it. Anyway, let's get inside. I realised actually I've not shown you inside because it's rubbish. No, it's not. It's not rubbish. There's just nothing here. And I don't really know what to do with it. We've got a bed. It's basic. It serves a purpose. And then if we go down here, we've got our storage room, also very basic again. And I had the genius idea of putting carpet on the floor. Yay, fantastic. Except when you put shulker boxes down, they appear in the air and it's annoying and it's fiddly and I don't like it. But that is for another time. Let's get our resources, let's jump into the end, and let's get today's big build done. Space, where nobody can hear you time-lapse. I hope you enjoyed it. Challenging build? Yes. Rewarding? Oh, absolutely yes. We have gone. If you remember last season, I built the Enderman farm then, and we've gone with the same sort of base design, which is the IG one, which is fairly old now, but I will leave a link to it in the description. But we've made a few amendments to the way it works compared to last season. And when I say we, I really mean we, because Loki helped me so much with the redstone for this build. So last season we had two levers. One would switch the farm on by turning all the lights off on the platform at the top, which is kind of the same. And then we had a second lever which would spit out all the ender pearls that were collected by hoppers at the bottom. Now this season we have gone with the one lever solution. And what it does is, if we go up right close, you'll see there's no floor there. And also we have this safety barrier to stop us from falling into the void. Now when I pull the lever, what will happen in one swift motion is all the lights will turn off, which will cause the Enderman to spawn. a 3x3 piston door will come in, which they will fall down onto and get hurted, and then we'll swing at them. Oh yeah, also this safety thing will go up as well. We'll swing at them, get our XP, and then when we've finished, we'll pull the lever, the safety barrier will come down, the floor will disappear, dropping all the ender pearls away, and the farm will switch off because all the lights will come back on. So let's give this a pull. And grab our sword. And then we wait for them to come down. It takes a few seconds. Here they are. So they're falling down, they're taking damage, and we can swing away merrily, getting our XP. You do still pick up the odd ender pearl, which is a bit frustrating. I would say just fill your inventory and it'll stop that from happening. So we swing away, we get our XP, and then when we're finished, we pull the lever, floor disappears, safety barrier comes down, and the farm switches off at the top, which is so cool. And once again, I have to thank Loki so much for helping me with the redstone for this. Design-wise, well, it's space. As I said at the beginning, let's check this out. Now, when you're building a farm like this, you need to be very conscious of all the mechanics around the farm. So Endermen are particularly annoying because they teleport. And Enderman can teleport to any block apart from a block that is waterlogged or where there's a double carpet. So I have gone all out in preventing that from happening. This platform at the bottom is entirely slabs, and every single slab is waterlogged, so they cannot teleport to there. And then also, any spot where they could teleport, I've just filled with carpet, and I've run it all the way up. Which is a bit overkill, but actually I think it really helps with the kind of science fiction space station aesthetic of the build. And block palette, gone with deep slate because I've got so much deep slate. We've got these kind of stone stalactite moon-like spikes coming down. The blues and the reds to give it a pop of colour on the top. Now this bit, I was going to put a big sort of building in here, but again, you've got to be really conscious of where Enderman can teleport to. So this had to be 2 blocks high, so there's not a lot of space there. Maybe we can do something later on. I'll have to speak to the more tech-savvy people on the server to see if we can do something with that. But I love the design so much. Fairly simplistic, but I think the detail comes from them carpets, giving us this kind of slotted look. And we've got the lanterns coming down with these prongs and the end rods on the chains, and it's all very science fiction and cool. But this is not where I want to stop. I would like the entire end islands, pillars, everything to become a super space station. But that's a big job, and it's a big job that I probably can't do on my own. So we need to rope in. Rope in is very negative. We need to encourage other server mates to come to the end and build in a space style and fill out this entire area. So let's go back into town, see if anyone's about, and if not, maybe set up a notice board, just letting them know what the plans are here. Okay, back in no water, and I think I found the ideal place for our notice board. I'm going to have to dig some of that out a little bit, but let's get this set up. And just like that, the passage of time continues onwards, and we are now in the future. It's been a couple of days since I filmed that last clip. Not because it took me a couple of days to build this, that would be ridiculous. But, you know, life and stuff like that. But, yes, we have our notice board, and it looks like people have started using it already. Very simple, just some bookshelves, bit of the sandstone walls, and a little surround with some lamps, and some hilarious signs. Best notice board in the whole of No Water. No Water notice board, and I noticed it, and it changed my life. It absolutely did. Well, let's hope it does, anyway. So, I've got a little book here, which gives you the instructions on how to use the notice board. Not that it really needs it, but thank you for noticing me. Read your own handwriting. Please add anything you would like to share, request, or advertise to this board. There are books and quills in the barrel, or you can use the anvil provided to name items in an amusing way, because we are a bunch of hilarious people on this server. This board should not be used for letters to Mojang, which should continue to be submitted through the usual channels. Yours sincerely, my name. So I've put a book. Is this our book? Let's have a look. The End Project, yes. So this is my advert for building in the end. So, do you like space? Does the idea of building in an environment where death is literally one failed Elytra deployment away sound enticing? See? Hilarious. Then join the End Station Beta project today. Now, I've said no, don't have to sign up or anything. It's just like, if you want to build space stuff, come to the end and build some space stuff, and it'll be cool. Tarik put this up, which I assume is an advert. Yeah, hungry, visit pork on the wild side. So that's an advert for the pork shop. And then I've seen this book, which is very, very interesting because it highlights a big problem we have in No Water. So this book was KC's notice board edition. Dear residents of No Water, recently we've been getting quite a few visitors to our lovely town. Unfortunately, these visitors have chosen violence, and I have come close to losing my life on more than one occasion. Yeah, you and me both. It's time to call back up. No Water needs a sheriff. Suitable candidates should be scouted for as soon as possible. KC, I could not agree more. Although I've no idea where we're going to find a sheriff. I mean, for all the getting possessed by end beings and gonna take us to a modded world, the doc was very good at keeping bad stuff away from the town. So we need a kind of doc equivalent, but perhaps not quite so maniacal and megalomaniacal. So that's the notice board. We've got time to kill. We have time to kill. There's a couple of things I want to show off actually, and we'll start with a build over there that we might actually be able to get involved in next episode. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so here we are on top of the hill, and behind me you will see a spooky tree. And what this tree is, this is Tarik's bone shop. And what Tarik has said we are able to do is actually make this area like a complete cemetery with maybe a little church. So I thought we could do that next episode. But let me show you down into the shop. So we've got this kind of like gravestone, and the writing's all worn away because it's ancient. And we go down, and again, look, if you remember last season, they did that cool shop with the really subtle lighting, and they've used it here again to amazing effect. So this is the bone shop. And to purchase your bones, you have to approach the coffin and open it up and grab your bones. But what's really cool is when you do... Oh, spooky sound effects, which is so cool. So yeah, next episode, church build, maybe? There's so much that we can do. I was speaking to Duds earlier.
Hello.
And I said, it's like... There's so many options. We can do space builds in the end. We can do desert builds in No Water. We can do lagoon builds at the lagoon. So there is so much choice. And I'm really enjoying this kind of 2 builds an episode thing because I think it's nice to have a bit of variety and do something a little bit different both times. Anyway, that will be next episode, which will be along later. Thank you so much for watching this episode. As always, liking and subscribing is completely optional, but most appreciated. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hilarious.